Oh, hey guys, how are you doing? So, I've just made a video where I got a nice room from Duskwood, and I decided to start swimming up the coast to get to wetlands because there's another room up there. And I've kind of not really swum this way before, but there's always some really nice things that people just randomly added. Now, this really isn't the best way to get to the wetlands. I just thought it'd be kind of fun. Anyway, the best way is to go to Silverpine Forest. Well, go to the Undercity using the Zeppelin, Silverpine Forest, and then just run around. You can even just swim, swim around, go to the wetlands that way. But I thought I'd go this way just for a bit of a treat. And yeah, come across this little house. Thought we could explore the house and see what's here. I'm going to look at all the little details because why not? And I've turned up the ambience a little bit because I think it's kind of cool. I love all these little bits that they added in the game. So we have lanterns, some rope. You could kind of imagine them possibly putting a boat in here, you know? Maybe it's a sort of smuggler's den or a trading port. What do you reckon? Obviously doing a bit of roleplay, but lots of rope. Here we have some bottles, possibly water in there. This is the sea after all. It could be some kind of alcohol, beer. And talking of beer, we've got these two large, very important barrels, which again probably has some lovely stuff to drink. On the table we have a sort of tankard with a hammer on it. Could this belong to a dwarf, maybe? Certainly looks like something a dwarf would own. And we have a rocket. So what could this mean? Kind of a rocket thing. Maybe a hammer? What do you guys reckon? Leave a comment in the description. Yeah. I'm sorry about the lack of content or something. Yeah, so here we have a bucket. And what would we have in the bucket? Well, we have a lovely screwdriver? No, what are they called? I don't even know. Spade, a pickaxe, a bolt screwing thing, or whatever that is. And we have some kind of skeleton. Could this be the person who formerly owned this place? We have a sign and it reads Newman's Landing. Have a little look at the map. No, there's nothing on the map here, but yeah, this must be Newman's Landing, so doesn't look very inviting, does it? There's a skull here. Skull's got some kind of blue inside, which is kind of interesting in itself. And of course an axe. I think the message is pretty clear. Keep out. So let's have a little look. What can we see in Newman's Landing? Boxes? Grain boxes, perhaps? Long since abandoned. Perhaps they contain diseased grains. A slightly buried old forge. Have a little look. I don't think a forge like this would work still. No. So we can't do anything with the forge. Possibly long since ruined. A butter churn? Again, pretty self-sufficient, I would say. Definitely have a light on this barrel here. Let's have a little look. What can we see inside? So instantly, the windows are smashed and boarded up. So they really don't want people, you know. Oh, well, who knows? I mean, who knows who smashed the windows here? Another barrel that's been destroyed, perhaps decayed. I don't know what happened in here. Perhaps a fight? But everything seems old and decayed, and certainly we have a pile of bones here. Another pile of bones in the fire. Who knows? Maybe they were sort of dumping bodies here, burning them. Certainly doesn't look like a very inviting place, does it? We have a second floor, but there's like probably no way of actually getting up there to see what's there. Jumping up, I can't really see anything on the second floor. What do you guys think? Can't really duck in this game, but if we could have a look up the chimney. But yeah, clearly This is not a friendly place. Perhaps these people went missing, and instead of burying the bones, they were just left on the floor. Have a little look behind the house. Again, we can see it's pretty decayed. Nice chimney though. There seems to be some gratings on top of the building. Perhaps to keep out angry bears. Perhaps irate neighbours. I don't know. But yeah, very secluded place. Whoever lived here, or whoever dealt here, didn't want people finding out what they were doing, clearly. As you can see, this place is surrounded by impenetrable cliffs. And if we look really high, we can see snow up there. And of course, if we look on the mountains, we can see that these are the mountains of Dunmorrow. So that's, of course, where Ironforge is. So who knows? Again, I don't think there's much else in the area, but I do like these little flavour tidbits. And they also like trying to run up the cliffs. Even though I'm sure, like, they must have gone over all of these with a fine-tooth comb to make sure nobody can actually run up these cliffs. You know, this is probably the best video I've ever made. Anyway, I guess I will continue my long journey. But, yeah, certainly. The view is very nice from here. I have to also say, Season of Discovery... I don't know. I don't think this was in the original game, but they have some really nice light blending effects. I'm trying to get down without dying here. Even though dying might actually be beneficial in a way if it progresses me along. But if I do die, hypothetically, there might be no way of reaching my body, considering I'll probably be teleported a long way up there somewhere. So anyway... I highly recommend you don't try this. Unless maybe you're a druid, you know, and you've actually got fast swimming. I don't know, I think there's some other classes, like a warlock maybe. But, of course, the downside of swimming along the coast is fatigue. Now, luckily, the fatigue rating in the original game is quite long. I'd say it's about 40-50 seconds or something. But you will be having to watch the game, you know. I mean, maybe open up a new window and play something if you want to do swimming around the coast. I always used to think it was pretty fun, especially when the world was pretty unexplored, to just go out and have a little swim around the island. You know? Come across little smuggling boats like that. Little areas of the game which are just kind of interesting and intriguing. But do bear in mind that swimming is, what, 60% speed? I think, if I'm wrong, then, you know, do tell me, but it's a lot slower than running. This game's got plenty of running, right? I kind of actually wish, right, that they had special mounts at level 25, but they were also quite expensive. I mean, I'm not super expensive, but like, you could have, like, I don't know, 120 speed mount. It could cost, like, I don't know, 70 gold or something. It would certainly be something that people could buy and stuff. And by the time the next content phase came out, it would also be pretty redundant, because you would get your proper mount. And, you know, it would just be something that you could kind of do and, you know, work towards. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you like my nominal space, and I'm going to be swimming for quite a few hours. Well, no, not really hours. But yeah, I'm just going to swim around the coast and come to the wetlands. Like I say, very inefficient way of doing this, but I thought, oh geez, what the heck. I can do some other stuff and, you know, think about dinner. You know, I need to actually do some tumbling, right? Because I've got to go into work tomorrow, which kind of means waking up at 6 in the morning. And I don't know, I'm not a morning person. In fact, I absolutely despise waking up before 9 o'clock. I mean, I'll happily go to bed at like 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. I just don't like waking up in the morning. Preferably PM, but no, I'm not honestly that lazy, and I do actually like have a job and stuff, but not for much longer. Anyway, I'll just swim around the island and I'll stop talking to you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'm sorry about this weird video. I'm sorry. I know it sucks. No, I'm just joking.